three other in the transfer portal. Jordan Mukes, the safety, the latest to announce. Anything that jumps out there in regards to those three, and maybe some lost opportunities, or what was expected out of those three at the beginning of their OU careers?
Yeah, I think specifically Jordan Mukes it was a guy that started to come on a little bit in spring. Never really was able to kind of crack that lineup for Oklahoma this year. And then Clayton Smith was a guy we've talked about a lot here, on this channel, particularly in the off season in the spring. Was this the year that he was finally going to to be able to get on the field? From everything I've heard with him, he's just not able to put on a lot of weight that he needs to be able to put on to play at that kind of the defensive end outside linebacker position. So not completely surprised with him. Jordan Mukes is a guy that he's a local guy. He's an Oklahoma guy. So I think inherently a lot of people just want those local kids to do well, and so having him, I think losing him and his height and his athletic ability was where it's not necessarily a surprise when you see some of these kids, Mark, as we talked about on the before we went live. This is just life in college football right now. Most of these teams are going to have 5 to 10 kids that are going to hit the portal. They just want the opportunity to play. Maybe not necessarily immediately, but if they're not playing their first or second year any significant minutes, then I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be ready to move on and go somewhere else where they can get that opportunity, especially with no longer having that waiting period. So he's a guy, like I said, he's a guy that I think a lot of people had some high hopes on, but again, another kid that really wanted to have more of an opportunity to play early on.